Yeah, it is 11 days to the kickoff of the 2022 FIFA World Cup in Qatar. Welcome to Nigeria Superfans Daily Countdown. My name is Oluwafemi Ashaolu. So today we'll continue, of course, looking at the preparation of African countries that will be representing the continent at that tournament. Remember that we have Ghana, we have Senegal, we have Cameroon, we have Tunisia, and Morocco. And of course, since our 30 days to the tournament countdown began, we've tried to look at what each of these teams are doing, and our particular focus has been on the Black Stars of Ghana. So today, we'll be starting from that part of the continent where, of course, Otto Addo has now received a boost concerning his preparation because Alexander Djiku is back from his injury. Though he was included in the 55-man list, all the usual suspects were there. But Djiku was a particular concern because he had not returned for Strasbourg. He is the Strasbourg captain. So his return now, of course, and they lost in his returning to the team. They lost 4-2 to Ajaccio, but at least he played full 90 minutes. So Otto Addo can now be, of course, he can now give a huge sign of relief. And again, from Ghana, we take a trip to Senegal, where one man, Ismail Assar, is lamenting that he's already jaded. He's tired. And he said that even his teammates who will be going to the World Cup are already singing the same song that they already jaded. So, well, we've talked about how tiredness, fatigue might overshadow the beauty of this World Cup. But let's get started, guys. Kayode and James, you're welcome to the show once again.
Thank you, Femi.
Thank you very much, Femi.
Okay, at least I know I'm very confident that at least we'll finish the countdown before Kayode will run off to Qatar again. But let's get started. James, I'll start with you. Alexander Djiku is very crucial to the Black Stars of Ghana. Of course, you can say that all over again. We saw what he did over the 2 legs in the playoff against the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Now he's back into the team, and I know that it will be so much good news to Otto Addo right now.
Yeah, I remember when the news broke that he's injured. I remember we discussed about it, and we said maybe it's not something too serious, but we're waiting for confirmation. But thank God that it wasn't something serious, and he's back in the team, and that's what every Ghanaian wants to hear. Because they can't afford to miss Djiku. We also like what he said, saw what he did for Ghana. Even at the the last AFCON, that's why the fact that Ghana didn't do well. It was one of their bright spots. He did well, and he justified it again during the 2-legged affair with the Super Eagles. Yeah, so good one for them. I just hope that he will be able to keep himself fit and not hear any other negative news concerning him. And I believe that with his return, at least the Ghanaians will be very happy. And the other thing, Partey, who is injury prone, so far so good for him. So rather that we were thinking we always break down, but at least he's been doing well, and Djiku is back. So just pray that we'll not hear any injury, because the way players have been breaking down these days. Any slight tackle like this, they just go down, and once either they are holding their hamstring, they are holding their calf, they are holding their ankle. I mean, is that it has not been good for footballers, all over the world, especially those who are planning to go to the World Cup. And Djiku is back, and pray that he well and a big fit, because when you come back from injuries, sometimes you might be fit, but are you match fit? That's another thing. So I just pray that you continue to play. And then we also have no injury before. Hopefully, we will not get injured again, and they will see the best of him at the World Cup.
Okay, if I was to Addo right now, I'll be furious with Mikel Arteta, because I think Mikel Arteta is overusing Partey. We need to warn Mikel Arteta. We know you want to gather as much point as you can, but please rest Partey. Let's get talking now. We've talked about, we've underlined how important Alexander Djiku is to this team. I love him so much. But let's look at that partnership at the back. We have Dani Amate. Now, Mohamed Salisu is back in the fold. Then we have Djiku now. Who do you think, these 3 players? I wouldn't know what Otto Addo is planning for the World Cup, but I don't know if it is possible to play these 3 guys at the same time. Maybe he wants to use a 3 defense line. I wouldn't know. But if you had to pick 2, who would it be, Kayode? Just to tickle some fancy this morning.
Straight up, I'll pick Salisu and Djiku. I'll pick Salisu and Djiku. For me, they have finesse, they have intelligence. They are not all about power. They play the ball out of the fence. They do not just kick. That's the difference between them and Amati. Amati is all about power, is all about brand. They are about finesse, about brains. So for me, the two of them, Salisu, most importantly, Salisu and then Djiku. I'll take those two ahead of Amati. That's what
okay. So how do you welcome the news that Alexander Djiku is back now? Because I know must have given Otto Addo a lot of worry.
Of course, I am very, very happy. The truth is, Femi, all the countries going to the World Cup, I want everybody to have their first team players. I don't want anybody out because of injury. Because I don't want any country to say it was because we missed this player. That's why we didn't do too well. One, then two, I don't want any player to be missing because of injury. Because don't forget that these players, this is their source of livelihood. If they do not play football, most of them don't have any other thing to do. So we should be conscious of what we say and what we do when they are injured. So I want all of them to be injury-free, to go to the World Cup and do well. Everybody for his country. Let everyone go and defend their badge. That's what I want. So I want everybody, all the participating teams, I wish they could have all of their first team players, although that's not possible because we've seen some withdrawals because of injuries and everything. But as much as I can, if it depends on me, I will want everybody to go with their first team players, no caps.
Okay, Kyle, they're saying it the way it is. I know Senegal will be Senegal is Africa's brightest chance at this tournament. I don't know what anybody will feel about that. But to now hear a key player in that team, Ismail Assar, saying that he's jaded, he's tired, and his teammate at the club at Watford, they're also singing the same song. It means almost every player is feeling this way, Kyle.
Of course.
How does that feel? I know you've been saying that this is a World Cup like no other.
Exactly.
But again, look at the toll it is having on players.
Exactly. Because before, in previous World Cups, at the end of the season, the players will have some time off to relax, recalibrate before signing into the training camps and the World Cup. And when they come back from the World Cup, they have a few weeks before they go back to their pre-season. Now, in the middle of the season, they are going off to the World Cup. That means everybody will leave at the end of this weekend. By the end of this weekend, they will leave. They have 1 week to train, not even to go and rest. They have 1 week to go and train before the World Cup will begin. So that's why I said I fear for the standard of this World Cup, Femi. I fear for the standard. It might not be what we are used to, but that is just serving a note of warning that everybody should expect that this may not be the World Cup we are used to in terms of standard, because players are already tired, Femi. One, and two, they are going to a climate that is not very, very welcoming because of the weather. That will also affect performances. So if the players do not live up to expectation, these are the reasons. We're laying down the reasons before the World Cup will start. So nobody should blame any player for not doing enough. I can tell you, if the weather is not favorable, there's nothing you can do. If you are coming after dead from your clubs already, you know you cannot perform at optimal levels. So these are the things that will count against teams. But the good thing, Femi, is that this will affect everybody across board. It's not going to affect one team ahead of the other. Everybody will have their fair share. So that's the good thing about this. So that's right.
Okay, James, let me throw this to you. If any of the African countries do not do well at this tournament, is it going to be tenable if the coach gives reasons about players' fatigue as excuse? Is it going to be tenable? Is it going to be acceptable, James?
Yeah, well, just like what Ismail Assar said, I mean, it would be a good excuse to give, because we all witnessed what.
Well, they just said something that is in the court across the board. Almost every player coming to this World Cup,
I know. That's a ready-made excuse. Cooling down already. So I mean, it's what it is. This is a special World Cup. We've never seen this kind of World Cup before. Never in the history of the FIFA, the World Cup. I mean, playing the major tournament like this in the middle of the season, and players are dropping like flies, and for Ismail Assar to come out and say it's jaded. I mean, he's speaking the mind of most of the guys who are going to this World Cup. you know. So,
I must have been communicating with his with Senegalese teammates as well.
exactly. So we just have to just hope for a good World Cup. I mean, the date has been set, the draws, everything has been made, and I mean, we just have to go ahead with it. The stage is set now, so they just hope that they're able to put up at least a decent performance. I mean, to wow the fans, you know. So it is what it is. Just have to go ahead, unless you just want to you want to give up his space. If he's really if he's really tired, you just give up his space and allow somebody else to so that you have a good rest. You know, because some players, those who will not go to the World Cup, I mean, it's a good opportunity for them to relax. They maybe go to one just hide somewhere and re-energize themselves and be able to come back when the season kickstarts again. And so let us hope that everything goes out according to plan. We'll get a good tournament.
Kayode and James, once again, thank you for joining us at Daily Countdown on Nigeria's Fans Forum.
Thank you, Femi. See you tomorrow.
Thanks, Femi. Always a pleasure.
Okay, so our fans around the world, this is where we'll be drawing the curtain on our Daily Countdown for 11 days to the kickoff of the tournament in Qatar. So tomorrow, catch up with you on our Daily Countdown when it will be just 10 days to the commencement of the World Cup. So we expect clubs around the world to begin to release players any moment from now. And of course, we will be right in the middle of the month for the Mondial. Until tomorrow, I remain Olafemi Ashaolu. See you there.